Well, as promised, I told you I would keep you up to date with every new video, and I am digging through every corner of the internet to find them. This one went under the radar, so let's watch this video by Cheddar Business with J.R. Rand from MindMed CEO. Let's dig in.
So MindMed was set up as a company to develop medicines that are based on psychedelics, and we're developing. We have two lead assets. The first is a derivative of ibogaine that we feel has the potential to deal with opioid addiction, and then our second program is microdosing of LSD for adult ADHD, which will be starting what we feel will be the world's first phase 2 trial of microdosing.
Interesting stuff. Now, we hear a lot about research going on with psilocybin, but we don't hear quite as much about 18-MC and even like microdosing LSD, for example. Why have you chosen to go with these two drugs?
I think there's a lot of people going after psilocybin at the moment in terms of conducting clinical trials, both in the academic realm, but also in the commercial realm and the nonprofit world. And we saw other forms of psychedelics that just had such great therapeutic potential outcomes that it was, we thought, a wiser way to go.
And you mentioned applications for 18-MC with the opioid crisis, for example. Are there also regulatory advantages to working with this specific compound?
Yeah, so 18-MC is actually not a Schedule 1 substance right now. It's based on a Schedule 1 substance, but we, at this moment in time, feel that it won't be scheduled. It's non-hallucinogenic. It also doesn't have some of the risks that are typically associated with ibogaine, and we feel will be a much more scalable solution potentially for the opioid crisis.
Absolutely. How are you seeing that it actually does work with opioid addiction?
Right. So we did some preclinical work that was funded by the National Institute on Drug Abuse. They actually put $6 million into studying this solution. And in the animal models, when they tested it, it was as effective as ibogaine has been shown to be in getting people off a substance. And so, well, not about people. In this case, it was with animals. And so our phase 2 that will begin later this year here in New York will be testing the efficacy in humans.
Well, I gotta say, this one is short and sweet, and every time I see one of his videos, I like how he drives home new points. The key takeaways here before I sign off is that it's safe, it's legal, and most importantly, instead of trying to fight for market share in drugs that are already being researched by other companies like Compass Pathways and Numinous, they are choosing their own path, carving out their own share in the market, and sticking with something like 18MC instead of chasing things like psilocybin for depression, just like everyone else. So that gives me a little bit of reassurance and, calm in that they're sticking to their guns and they won't be fighting for something that they may lose. Anyways, thanks for the, quick watch on the video, and I hope you all have a good day. Peace.